What's up, bro? I have a quick question for you. Do you believe that you are capable of achieving the body that you want? Because 2 or 3 years ago, I didn't. I didn't really know that I was capable of getting to the point where I am today with my body, of the abilities that I have now. Like, for example, muscle ups, pull ups. I didn't ever think that, especially 3 years ago, I didn't ever think that I could get to the point where I'm at today. And so I know what your pain feels like because I was there. I never thought that physically I would get to the point where I'm at today. And now I really don't think there's a limit to where I can get to, whether it's cardio, whether it's calisthenics, weightlifting, whatever I choose to do in any of those aspects. Now there's no limiting beliefs of what I can achieve. I just know that if I put the time and the effort and work on it, eventually it will come. But 3 years ago, I didn't think that. 3 years ago, I thought I had bad genetics and I just was naturally fat because honestly, I can't really blame myself at the time because my friends who ate the same food as me, they were skinny. And some of them were even skinny and like kind of fit, like kind of muscular. And I was there eating the same food, doing the same things. I was still on the football team at one point, played football. I still did a lot of running. I went to the gym sometimes. And I still did, I did marching band for a few years. And, I did all these things, these activities. I wasn't home a lot. And yet I was still fat. I was still overweight. I still didn't look the way that I wanted to. So I honestly thought that I just had bad genetics. And maybe I do. Maybe I have bad genetics. But if I do have bad genetics, I found out how to overcome those genetics. And most of that, actually all of it, is just in the mind. To overcome wherever you're at, it's all in the mind. Literally. If you don't think you can achieve something, if you don't think sorry about that, you can achieve something, at that moment is when you fail. When you don't believe you can do something, that is the moment you fail. And so I want to give some hope for you, because whatever you're doing right now, fitness wise, whatever it is, honestly, this applies to everything, but I'm speaking mainly on fitness. Wherever you're at right now and wherever you want to be, there's a path to get there. So this decision, the decision you make today, can literally can change your life. And so I really want to be able to ignite that within you. I really want to be able to help you. Just to open your mind to the fact that you can achieve it. You can get to that point. Bro, honestly, you can get to that point. And I didn't believe it. I didn't think I could ever get there. One day I hit an ultimate low point. I decided I was going to change my life. We can talk more about that in another video. But basically I hit a really low point in my fitness, in my health. And I was actually concerned for my health at one point, and my longevity. And my anxiety was higher too. The way I was living, it just wasn't ideal. And I decided from that point on that I would start to change my life. Now, it wasn't like a clear one day, he changed, he, in 2 days, in 2 weeks, he became ultimate. No, bro. I was relapsing pretty much every day. I ate junk food every day. I started tracking my calories. Bro, for 2 months, I didn't see any progress. 2 months. I know what it's like. I didn't think I could get there, honestly. And then I went harder. I didn't see progress. I didn't quit. I went harder. So when you don't see progress, Don't quit, go harder. Whatever it is you're doing, when you don't see progress, don't quit. Go harder. There's always improvements to be made. So when I didn't see progress, I actually started tracking my calories because I knew that I wouldn't be loyal to my diet because I hadn't been loyal to my diet for 16 years, 15 years, however old I was. Why do I expect myself to be loyal just because I'm telling myself to? No. So I got a calorie counting app. I paid for it because I knew that if I invested something into it, that now I'd be more committed to it. But I mean, if you want to use a free one, by all means, go ahead. But just me personally, I was like, I need to put money into this because this is my health, my fitness, my future on the line. So I bought I think it's Lose It. It's like a calorie counting app, whatever. And that's what I track my calories on. And I'm actually gonna get back into calorie tracking because I've been inconsistent again. And although I have the body built up for fitness, right? I built up I have a six pack. Like I'm not gonna show you here, but I'll show you a picture of like a recent picture I took. Of course, it's not like a daylight six pack. But it's a six pack. Like I don't have to flex to really show it. It's visible. It's just not like a perfect like crazy six pack. But anyways, I want to be able to consistently track my calories again. That's just something else I'm starting. But I started going hard on tracking my calories every single day. I wasn't as concerned with the food I was eating. I was just tracking those calories. Okay. And when I did this, I was still eating junk food. Like I was still eating bad food, but the food certainly was better. I was going for more protein. And that in and of itself is an improvement. The fact that I was looking now, instead of just pure carbs or whatever tasted good, now I'm like, okay, brain, look for more protein. And that's all I really did. I looked for more protein. I was still eating garbage at the time, but I looked for more protein, and then I ate more of it within my meals. And I also, on top of that, was tracking my calories. And I was losing probably, after I got really serious, I was probably losing 1 to 2 pounds per week. Like I was pretty serious. I was some days like I wasn't, keep in mind, I wasn't experienced at calorie counting or calorie deficit. So I was going a bit too hard. Honestly, I shouldn't have gone as hard as I did because I lost, 60, 40. I went from 210 to 160. So 50 pounds. I lost 50 pounds in like 6 months, which that's like almost 9-10 pounds a month. And so the way I was doing it wasn't very healthy. And actually, when I got to my low point, when I was like 160, I was like, let me get down to 155 to 150 because I thought the problem was I was too fat. But the real issue was I didn't have enough muscle on me. I didn't have enough muscle on me to look shredded. I just kind of looked skinny fat. But it was better than being fat, honestly. And I still had like a decent amount of muscle showing. I'll put like a picture here so you can see. But yeah, by that point, I got down to 160. I was on a calorie deficit. And sometimes I was eating like 1,600, 1,800 calories. And the pain of failure, or the pain of me failing before, of the idea that I might fail again, was so embedded in my brain that I was just like, no matter what, I'm eating this exact amount of food and I'm not going over it. And it took so much discipline to do, but it was what got me to where I was. And so that started a chain of events that led me to where I am today. And it all started because number one, I decided, it was after watching a video, bro. I watched some like YouTube video, and then I was like, today sucked. I want to be better tomorrow. And it literally all started because I decided that I was going to actually make a change and stick to it. And stick to it. No matter what I go through, stick to it until the job is finished. That's the only way we can improve, is to stick to it. No matter the hardships, no matter what we're going through, no matter what you're doing. Because as soon as you don't think you can do it, as soon as you see you're inferior to doing it, you're not capable of doing it, that's when you fail. It's not because you weren't going long enough, it's because you failed to believe in yourself. And I know this sounds like some corny freaking motivational video, but it's true. The consistency of doing the actions even when it seems like nothing's happening, even when it seems like there's no progress being made, and going through anyway, that's what makes the difference. So hopefully you learned something from this video. It's not like my normal videos. No script for this or anything like that. If you like these types of videos, I'll make more of them. My name's Justin, and remember, you deserve the consequences of your actions, and stick to it, bro. Stick to it. Keep going. You got this.